मांडुक्य कारिका 463-64 से स्वप्न दिक् प्रचरण स्वप्ने दिक्सु वै दशसु स्थितान अन्न जान श्वेत जान वापी जीवान पश्यति यान सदा स्वप्न दिक् चित्त दृश्यास्ते न विद्यन्ते ततः पृथक् तथा तद दृश्यम एविदम स्वप्न दिक् चित्तम ईसते all creatures born of egg or moisture which the dreamer sees in existing while roaming in all 10 directions in the dream world are but object of perception to the consciousness of the dreamer. It is consciousness alone that is imagined in the form of diverse objects like creatures etc. Similarly, this consciousness of the dreamer is admitted to be only an object of perception to the dreamer. Such a thing as consciousness has no existence apart from the dreamer. वर्ष 465-66 से चरण जागृते जागृत दिक्षु वै दशसु अस्थितान अन्नजान श्वेतजान वापी जीवान पश्यति यन सदा जागृत चित्त एक नियास्ते नो विद्यन्ते ततः पृथक् तथा तद दृश्यम एविदम जागृत चित्तम ईसते all creatures born from the egg or moisture which the one sees as existing while roaming in all 10 directions in the waking state are but the objects of perception to the consciousness of the man in the waking state, and they do not exist apart from that consciousness. It is consciousness alone that is imagined in the form of diverse objects, just like in a dream state. Similarly, this consciousness of the waking man is admitted to be only an object of perception to the waking man. Such a thing as consciousness has no existence apart from the waking man. वर्ष 467 से उभे ही अन्योन्य दृश्यते किम तद अस्तिति नोचते लक्षणा शून्यम उभयम तत् मते नैव गृह्यते. Both the knowledge and object of knowledge are object of perception to each other. None of them can be said to exist independent of the other. Both are devoid of the marks by which they could be distinguished, for either can be cognized only through the other. Knowledge is that in relation to its object, such as a pot, and object of knowledge, such as a pot, is that in relation to its knowledge. Their awareness is mutually determined. Hence, when it is asked, does it exist? The answer given by a man of knowledge is no, nothing whatsoever, be it knowledge or the object of knowledge, exists. For in dream, neither an elephant nor the knowledge of elephant exists. So also in waking state, these do not exist. According to the discriminating people, both knowledge and object of knowledge are devoid of any proof whereby they can be established. Either is perceived merely because of a preposition of the other. There can be no knowledge of a power without cognition of the power, nor can there be any cognition of the power by discarding the power. Hence, there can be no distinction between the knowledge and the object of knowledge. वर्ष 468, 69, 70 से यथा स्वप्न मयो जीवो जायते मृते पिचो तथा जीवा अमी सर्वे भवन्ति न भवन्ति च. यथा माया मयो जीवो जायते मृते पिचो तथा जीवा अमी सर्वे भवन्ति न भवन्ति च. यथा निर्मितको जीवो जायते मृते पिचो तथा जीवा अमी सर्वे भवन्ति न भवन्ति च. As a creature seen in dream undergoes birth and death, so also all creatures perceived in waking state appear and disappear. As a creature conjured by a magician undergoes birth and death, so also all creatures seen in waking state appear and disappear. As an artificial creature, such as a medicinal herbs etc., undergoes birth and death, so also all creatures in waking state appear and disappear. वर्ष 471 से न कश्चित् जायते जीवा संभवो अस्य न विद्यते एतत् उत्तमं सत्यम यत् किंचित् न जायते. No creature is ever born as there is no source of it. This is the highest truth where nothing whatsoever is born. This verse has been repeated here from Karika 348. Birth always means a change. If a thing produces another thing, it cannot do so without a change in itself. If it undergoes a change, it ceases to be that thing itself. Chandogya Upanishad 6.14 says, Vachara manam vikaro nam dheyam mitka iti ev satyam. All the modifications are mere names originated by speech. Clay alone is the reality. If we remove clay from the pot, no pot shall remain. Different pots are names only. Likewise, if we remove consciousness from the living beings, nothing would remain. Different living beings are only names. Consciousness alone is the reality. Birth signifying a change would indicate that the thing before it was born had been non existent. This previous non existence cannot be reconciled with the ever existent consciousness. Concept of birth and death is there only in the realm of duality, where a man in ignorance does not know his real nature. No cause can ever exist which may produce consciousness, which is by nature unborn and non dual.